what are we doing today?
We're gonna give this loft a professional clean.
So as you guys can see, the flying loft is very dirty. I purposely left it a little dirty for the purpose of this video. I'm gonna show you guys how we deep clean the loft. First thing we gotta do is get all these birds, put them out in the aviary. Obviously you see all the windows, everything's open, the traps, as much airflow as we can get. When we get all these birds out, we'll start scraping and we will give you a look at how we deep clean this loft. Got all the birds out. We're gonna start from the top, work our way down as usual. Boxes first, perches, floor.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So you guys are probably wondering why I'm using this over this for the floors. This is more of a personal preference for me. I found out when I broke my leg about 3 years ago that using this on the floor was so much easier and you get so much more leverage out of it, I feel like, and it does way more of a thorough job. So that's why you see me down on the floor scraping with this. I do use this from time to time, but I'd say this is definitely the way to go. More efficient of a clean, in my opinion. So that's why I use this scraper opposed to the large floor scraper. All right, so you guys can see that everything's thoroughly scraped. The boxes, the floors, the perches, obviously. So the next step to this deep clean that I do is I'm gonna get my propane torch and I'm gonna torch every wood surface. Every wood surface in the loft is gonna get torched. This is the way that I sterilize the loft, opposed to using any kind of chemicals or harmful substances. I like to use the torch, and it seems to be the most effective method. So let me go get it and we'll start torching everything. All right, so the next thing I like to do after I torch all the wood surfaces in the loft is I have this mop here and a bucket of water. Basically, this is just gonna keep the dust down, take some dust out, take it, go in between the studs with it, just to kind of eliminate some of the dust. So a lot of people are gonna say I'm going way too overboard with this. I'm gonna explain in just a minute, right after I finish mopping down these couple walls. All right, as you guys can see, the loft is thoroughly cleaned. The walls are pretty much dusted, nice. Very minimal dust on the walls now. Hopefully it stays that way for a little while. So a lot of people are going to question this. They're going to say, why are you doing so much? Why do you clean like that? The reason is, I like to make sure these birds are 100% at all times. So if I can clean like this, you know, thoroughly clean it, maybe once every 2 weeks with the torch, the dusting down the walls, and just scraping the loft daily like this, I can keep the birds in good health. Look at the top lofts in Belgium. Every top loft in Belgium is cleaned sometimes even twice to 2 to 3 times a day. So I try to stay with a method that works for me. I mean, a lot of people are going to say, oh, the natural immunity. Here's my opinion on natural immunity. When somebody tells me that they leave their loft dirty for natural immunity, that is basically saying either you don't have time to clean the loft every day, or you just don't feel like cleaning the loft every day. Natural immunity, in my opinion, is brought to birds as they're interacting with other birds. So it's a loft scraped every day, the birds are still going to have natural immunity. They're around the same pigeons, they're drinking from the same water. So when I hear that people say, oh, I leave the loft dirty for natural immunity, I don't believe that at all. Second of all, why would I want to come into a loft where the birds are flapping around, blowing dust in my face, I'm breathing in the dust? I always would like to keep it as clean as possible, as dust-free as possible, hence why I do this to the walls, because when I come in here every day to take care of the birds, I don't want to be breathing in so much dust. If I can eliminate, just a little bit of the dust, or cut it in half at least, that's fine by me. But it's to me, it's more about the cleanliness and the health of the birds. Like I mentioned just a minute ago, look at all the top lofts in Belgium. You don't see dropping buildup. There's very, very few lofts in Belgium, or in Europe for that matter, that run the deep litter system. And I've been watching that for a long time. I've been cleaning the lofts every day, as most of you know. And this is what works for me, and this is the way that I do it. So I will continue to keep the birds as clean as possible, as my schedule allows it. And that's basically my method and my opinions on, cleanliness of the loft, as far as, health of the birds. I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree, but this is what works for me, and this is how I do it. Put these guys in here about a week ago, and they're already trapping in. They've only been up on the center of the cage about 3 times. Some smart birds. Looks like some quick learners. We start letting the birds back in. A nice clean loft. Look at that. There's nothing better than a clean loft. Nothing better than a nice clean loft and some nice healthy birds. All right, that's pretty much going to conclude this one for now, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this little video of the deep cleaning that we do here. Shout out to my loft manager, as always. Maybe we should go into the loft cleaning business. What do you think about that? Maybe we could start our own loft cleaning business. If anybody's interested in that, that'd be something. Maybe if we had a lot more fanciers in the area. But anyways, that's going to wrap this one up. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. As always, please like and comment your thoughts on this, comment your opinions. I know a lot of people are going to have different opinions, as I mentioned earlier, but thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more content in the near future.